Hello everyone, I welcome you all to my channel Revealing Concepts. In today's class, we would be solving a problem based on a quadratic equation, the concept which we have learned in the previous video about the nature of the roots of a quadratic equation. So this is basically, this actually forms sub questions of your exercise 2.5. So I have taken these two problems. If you haven't watched my previous video, I would request you to visit my channel and do watch the previous video to get a better understanding of the concepts that are related to the nature of the roots of the quadratic equation. Now here the question says that the roots of the following quadratic equations that are given, both the equations, they are real and they are equal. We are supposed to find the value for k. Now here if you see, the information that is given to you, of course, is these two quadratic equations, but apart from that there is an importance of the question that is given to you, that is कि एक तो दिया है कि ये तो quadratic equations है, which is very much visible from the equations. At the same time, one more information that is given to you is that the roots that are there of these quadratic equations, they are real and they are equal. Now if you try to recollect, again I'll tell you, if you haven't watched my previous video, please do visit my channel and watch it, because there I have given a detailed explanation about the nature of roots of these equations. तो अगर उन roots का nature real है और equal है, then out of those three conditions, the third condition, which is b square minus 4ac equals to 0, is true, or it holds whenever your roots are real and they are equal. And I also have told you how to remember this, since you know you have the keyword real and equal over there, and real meaning I have told you associate with a real person. The real person is always positive, but in this case the real person is not just real, that person is also equal, and that is why I have taken value to be equal to 0. ये अपना discriminant है. तो अगर roots के value real और equal है तो discriminant equal to 0 आ जाता है. Now using this particular equation or this particular identity, we are going to solve both these problems. So let's start. The first one, which is 3y square plus ky plus 12 is equal to 0. Now we know that the roots are real and equal, which implies that b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. Now what we are going to do is we are going to substitute the values for a, b and c in this equation, and we are going to solve for the value of k. So if you compare, this is your a, this is your b, and 12 is your c. So 12 ka square, k square minus 4 into 3 into 12 is equal to 0. So your k square minus, again 4 into 3 is 12 into 12, which is equal to 0. So you get k square minus 144 is equal to 0. तो यहाँ से अपन को मिल जाएगा k square is equals to 144. Now if you want to find the value of k, you are going to take square root on both the sides. So square root of 144, square and square root gets cancelled, square root of 144 is 12, hence in this case your value for k is 12. Now let's move on to the next problem. The second one, which is kx into x minus 2 plus 6 is equal to 0. Again we are going to write the same thing, that since we know that the roots are real and equal, that is why the value for the discriminant b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. अभी यहाँ पे if you see, this is not in your standard form, so let us first bring the given equation in the standard form. So first we will write this in the standard form. So we get, when you multiply this with the first term in the bracket, we get kx square. Similarly, you get 2kx plus 6 equals to 0. This is in the standard form. Then again, according to the given condition, we know that the roots are real and equal. Since the roots are real and equal, उसकी वजह से b square minus 4ac equals to 0. अभी b square का value in this case you have to also consider a sign whenever you are taking the values for the coefficient. So that is minus 2k the whole square. Minus 4 into a is your k into c is your 6 equals to 0. तो अभी you get when you open this bracket minus 2 का square is 4 k square minus 6 into 4 is 20 4k equals to 0. Now here if you see you have got two terms and you can take 4k common from this. So when you take 4k common from here, यहाँ से 4 जाएगा और एक k जाएगा तो ब्रैकेट के अंदर सिर्फ k बचेगा. When you try to take 24 से 4 common, since 24 can be written as 6 into 4, तो 4 बाहर आ जाएगा and ब्रैकेट में 6 रह जाएगा. Of course k is going to come out, so that is equal to 0. Now what you have done is you have factorized the quadratic equation into these two factors. And if you try to recollect the factorization method, once you have factorized the given equation, you use the zero product property. So zero product property के according, you get 4k equals to 0 or k minus 6 is equal to 0. ठीक है, तो यहाँ से k का वैल्यू 0 मिल जाएगा और your k का value would be equal to 6. Now either of these two values are only, like out of these two only one value is correct. Why that I'll tell you. K equals to 6 is possible but k equals to 0 is not possible. Why is that so? Because when you try to substitute k as 0 in this equation, if you substitute k as 0 in this equation, you get a constant number which is 6 and hence your quadratic equation is no more a quadratic equation, and that is why k equals to 0 can't be the value for k. Whenever your k is 0, your quadratic equation doesn't remain a quadratic equation because this entire term vanishes and just 6 is the number that stays, and you know that 6 is a constant and it's not a quadratic equation. That is why you can say that that when k equals to 0, the quadratic equation changes to a constant term. Hence, k cannot be equal to 0, therefore k is equals to 6. So this was the first one was a pretty straightforward problem wherein there was no confusion between the values for k का value 12 आ गया. In this case, if you see, you have got the value of k as either 0 or 6. Here 0 is not possible because whenever your k का value is 0, when you substitute k as 0, your quadratic equation is no more a quadratic equation और वैसा हो नहीं सकता because in the question only it is given that these are the quadratic equations. So you cannot change the quadratic equation into a constant equation just because you are being asked to find the value for k. You have to find a relevant and correct value for k. And that is why k as 0 is discarded and you got k ka value as 6 in this particular equation. So with this we come to the end of today's video. I hope you all have understood. If you have understood, then please do subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends as well. Thank you so much and see you soon in the next video.